Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing amazing and having a great day. Join me while I paint lots of reflections in this really fun and bright forest lake scene. Starting with my sunset, I just want to give you some tips on how to get a really seamless ombre effect in your sky without it turning green. As we know, blue into yellow can sometimes turn green. So my biggest tip would be that blue that you use at the top. Try and make sure it's got a little bit of purple in it, and this will help neutralise the yellows and oranges. So I start with my bluey purple colour, then my transition colour is alizarin crimson hue from the Winsor & Newton palette. This is like a middle ground colour which helps me then introduce my warms in, which is then the oranges and the yellows. And doing it in that order, it really does help to neutralise any greens and avoid it happening on your paper. Now I've let that completely dry, and now I'm just going in with where the bank of my water is going to meet the forest and landscape area, making sure to leave all that white space for my lake. The most important thing for this bit is to just pop in extra different greens, just to add a bit of variation and just to create like a sense of depth in the area, and keeping where the bank would meet the water. I'm putting a darker value just around there. As you can see, that's just Payne's grey, just to suggest where those shadows would be cast in. Now I'm doing exactly what I did with the sky, but in the lake. So I'm just going in with my ultramarine and lavender colour, and then I'm transitioning through the alizarin crimson hue, or you can use any pinky red that you've got, and then yellow. And just making sure that's seamless, just adding some water if you need to. I do try and make this more watery as well, just so it's not got as much pigment as the sky did. Just so it's not as dark as the sky. So once you've popped your tree trunks in, the main thing with them is just make sure the ones that you're going to have at the front, they need to be a little bit bigger, and go all the way to the floor, which is closer than the other ones go. The ones towards the back are going to be thinner. And now I'm just going in very loosely using the side of my brush, just going in with some greens there, just to get the shape, a very loose shape of the trees. I don't want to be drawing every leaf in these. I want it to be a very loose style. Now here's the fun bit again where it starts to come to life a bit. So everywhere you've added the trunk up the top, you need to add it to the water underneath. Just making sure that you get that mirror image as best as you can and connect the top with the bottom. Now I'm just going in with some darker values again. That's Payne's Grey and Burnt Umber. Just to, especially the trees that are at the front, I just want to bring them forward a bit. So I've made them darker. And then I'm also just adding some of that into my land as well, just to create a little bit more depth. And it looks a bit flat at the moment. So I just want to, just to create some texture as though it's got some bushes and grasses and other little things on the forest floor there. So I just darkened that blue colour there in the lake. I just felt like it wasn't quite reflecting the sky as well as it could. So I just added that in there, and then I just add a little bit of shadow around the bank using a very watered down Payne's Grey greeny colour. And then I'm gonna start to just suggest some extra little trees or bushes right in the distance there. Just with that same grey green colour, so nothing too overpowering, very watered down. In a minute I do mix it with a little bit of the orange as well. This is because where the sky's shining through there, it's supposed to be the lightest area. So imagine like the sun shining through leaves. I just want to give them a bit more of a warmth than the other areas. So after I took my tape off and walked away, I had a little look again, and I'm just going back in and just really making some of them greens pop. I just felt like it needed a little bit more oomph in those bits. And I also deepened some areas in the trees and also around the bank of the lake as well. But yeah, this was really fun to do. It didn't take that long. If you're following along at home, I hope you enjoy it. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. And I'll see you next time. Hope everybody takes care and has an amazing rest of your day.